All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Evan Gappelberg. He is the CEO of Nextech3D.ai. And Evan, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Thanks, Steve. Great to be back.
Yeah, so the company just wrapping up its quarter, and you've put out your unaudited financial numbers. And so, Evan, quarter looks like it was going pretty well.
Yeah, these are our preliminary numbers for Q2 ending June 30th, 2024. The highlight here is 70% gross profit margin. We've never achieved that before. This is a major milestone for the company. We've been working very hard with building our technology over the past couple of years and working very hard with our new office in Hyderabad, India. And now it's all paying dividends. We're getting the results that we set out to achieve. We also achieved 1.2 million in revenue, which is a jump over Q1, which was right around a million. And so things are starting to perk up on the revenue side. The big news, of course, that I'm waiting for, that all of our investors are waiting for, is Seller Central opening up, Amazon opening up the platform. And as you know, Steve, we are a certified 3D model supplier for Amazon. It is a very, very significant and pivotal certificate of excellency, and very few companies have that. And so we see a lot of upside potential starting really in August. And with this margin of 70% going to 80%, it really sets the stage for a tremendous, tremendous second half of the year.
So you were in that quarter, we did an interview where you were named a preferred partner of Amazon. So this is different than what's ahead?
No, so yeah, Amazon has Amazon's massive. Just,
Yeah.
they're just massive. And so we are now part of, it's like a SEAL team of elite 3D modeling providers for Amazon. We have been providing Amazon with 3D models for the past 2 years. We've supplied them with millions of dollars worth. And so, but that's just Amazon, Amazon corporate. What's happening, and the reason why this news is so significant about us being one of their certified partners, is that they're opening up their platform so that their sellers, the merchants, there's 10 million of them that control like 300 million products, are going to be able to find Nextech on this list. And there's only, I think, 20 on the list. I think it started out with, like 120, and now there's only 20 that survived the 2 years. So now all those merchants, I think starting in August, TBD, we'll see, but starting very, very soon, we'll be able to get 3D models from Nextech. And the key piece here is that unlike all the other 3D modelers on the planet, this elite group is essentially integrated into the Amazon tech stack. We are integrated so that we can push 3D models onto the Amazon platform and auto approve. What does that mean? That means if you wanted to bring a 3D model onto the platform, you could try to get it approved yourself, but it's not an easy thing to do. Nextech has the ability to auto approve, to get it approved, and that's because of our unique relationship with Amazon. And so you want to just be selling more product. And Steve, the key again is ROI, ROI. You get a 2x ROI. Amazon has proven that when you use 3D models versus 2D. And this goes back to the last 3 years. I've been talking about this transition from 2D photos to 3D. It is happening. Why is it happening? Because the ROI is there. And this isn't Evan Gappelberg, trying to toot Nextech horn. This is Amazon talking about 3D models on their platform showing a 200% increase in conversions.
Okay. I want to ask you one last question, and that's something that we talked about a few months ago when you were, well, even probably 6 months ago now, when you're transitioning your office to Hyderabad, was you talked about not having a bunch of people waiting for growth to happen. It was adding the people when the growth happened. And can you sort of talk us through that? Because I think that's significant when you talk about this uptick and what you're hoping to see after this, is that the ability to add people will be quite easy.
Yeah, so our office in Hyderabad is scalable. We can add more bodies to it, but the reality is, Steve, is that our technology has improved quite dramatically, and we're able to scale production with our existing tech, with our existing team. We
Mm.
can scale our production, and we could start without adding any additional cost. We could double our revenue without adding additional cost. As we get into, doing 10 million plus dollars a year in revenue, when we cross that threshold, we would
Yeah.
have to hire and bring on more people. But for now, our costs are fixed. Our profit margins have expanded. There's additional 10% leverage in the margin. We think we can get to 80%. And, once Amazon opens up the platform and the demand starts to accelerate in a bigger way, I think it's going to have a material impact on our bottom line and, of course, our stock.
All right. Thanks very much for that, Evan. Good to talk to you again. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, Evan Gappelberg, the CEO of Nextech3D.ai.